Hey guys, welcome to Moderating 101. So this video will be about Twitch's Modview, how to use it, how to navigate it, any info about that will be covered in this video. So the first thing you'll notice is that I'm currently just on a normal Twitch homepage. This is what pretty much everyone else will see. It's just got a chat and then the video going. Whereas once you become mod, you'll notice that this button will appear down here. To get to Modview, all you have to do is click that button, and you'll notice the URL changes, so if you ever need to get to it without pressing that button, you can just type in the /moderator in before the normal Twitch link. So first thing you'll notice is it's still primarily pretty much the same. You've got the video on the main screen and the chat to the side. However, you can actually order these around to be however you like. So if I wanted this to be here, I would be able to put that here so that I could better view these. It's pretty highly customizable, but I've found that this works pretty well for me, so I keep it like this. So pretty much the main thing that you'll be looking at is the auto mod queue and the chat. So the auto mod queue is pretty important. This is what you'll be looking at a lot of the time. This will catch messages that might not be appropriate for the chat, and it'll be your job to either approve them or deny them. So if anyone tries to slip through an explicit word but it's spelt a little bit differently, often the auto mod queue will catch that, and if it is just an honest mistake, then you can just approve it. But if it is someone trying to slip through the filter, then you will obviously deny it. And then as well, when you come to the side, this will be your chat. You'll also mainly be looking at this, as any messages will appear here that you need to be moderating. But of course, that's up to you guys on how you want to do it. I did also just want to include this little bit about auto mod queue just to explain it a little bit better, but any messages that appear here will have a highlighted term which will be what set off the auto mod filter, and that's why the message will be there. You'll notice that when it does appear, you'll have the option to either approve or deny it. Now, you won't just be approving or denying the message to be allowed in the chat. By denying the message, you add that highlighted term to the blocked terms list here. And by permitting the term, you add whatever highlighted term was there, you add that to the permitted terms list. So do be careful when you are approving or denying things. If you do nothing to them, they will just stay in the auto mod queue. Nothing will be added to the permitted or blocked terms. So most of the time, rather than pressing deny, we will just leave the term in there, and eventually it will expire and you don't need to do anything about it. We only ever approve things, but if you do approve something, be wary of what you're approving. So if someone uses a swear word in a sentence and that gets caught, and you press permit term, then you will be permitting the swear word for everyone to use. So if that person is using that swear word in a context that is okay, then it might mean that someone later on will be able to use that term in a not so nice way. So do be careful when you are approving things, as it could affect later on sentences. In saying that as well though, if you do deny something, it isn't in the block terms forever. It depends on how many times it gets approved, but it will only be in the block terms for a certain amount of time. So if you do want to add something to block terms that continuously pops up in the auto mod queue, then you should go into block terms and add it yourself, just because then it will stay there permanently. Otherwise, other than that, these are your channel actions. This is also something you'll be looking at a lot. It has switches for the subscribers only chat and emote only chat, as well as a drop down for the followers only chat, and a slow mode option as well. These will be used so if someone raids and the chat is going pretty fast, and if you guys aren't keeping up with the chat, then you can put slow mode on to make it a little bit easier to read all of the messages. All of your block terms will be here, so anything that you decide to add, so whether that be any specific swear words, or if you have personal information that you want to censor, often it'll be in there, or anything that gets spammed too much. So if your chat has a joke that's pretty predominant and you don't like it being spammed, then you can also add that into block terms. And permitted terms is you often will not add anything to permitted terms. The auto mod queue will actually add that if you approve a message. And then obviously your mod actions. So these are all of the actions taken by either the streamer or by the mods. So often you'll find that it's filled with, you know, this person was timed out, this person was banned, etc. All of the information there will be there so that if your fellow mods are timing out people, you'll be able to see that happen there. Another thing to look at will be users in chat. If you ever need to find a user, say you saw someone spamming, but the message has been lost in chat, you can search up their name. So I will search up mine, and I will be able to click on myself, and it will appear just like that, and I'll be able to see all of the messages, if they've gotten any timeouts, if they've gotten any bans, and also any mod comments will be there. If you'd like to add a mod comment to someone, it's fairly the same. You just click on the name, add a comment. So you might want to add, this person has been spamming a little bit, nothing too much, but something to keep an eye on. And when your other mods click on that, they will be able to see that note. So that can be fairly useful when communicating with your other mods about someone. Other than that, I normally just keep it like this and only drop down the users in chat when I need to. And then we come over to this bar over here. So as you can see, the session is offline, but if the session was online, you'd be able to see it appear with how long it's been up. Active mods at the moment, it is just myself online with one other mod. This is a bot, but if you are ever modding, you'll be able to see which mods are online and which mods are offline over here. This is activity feed. So this one's a little bit different from mod actions, as this one just includes all of the member options given. So that includes follows, gift subs, raids, bits, anything like that, that'll appear in this activity feed. And you can also adjust what you look at. So in larger streams, I like to take off follows and just keep on subs and bits and all of that, so that I don't miss if the streamer misses anything like that. And I like to keep on raids to monitor the raids as well. Your whispers are here. I'm not going to open them because they are my personal whispers, but these will be for if anyone needs to message you. It functions the same as a normal whisper system in the Twitch on the Twitch website, but it'll pop out and it'll be a little pop-out menu for you to take care of any whispers, which is useful for if anyone messages you for mod help during the stream, you'll be able to see it there. Rewards request queue. This is all of the rewards requests. So if anyone requests a certain channel point reward and the streamer doesn't notice it, you can come over here and see what it is, and you can let them know that it's here. Unban requests as well is going to be just primarily for mods to deal with. If anyone gets banned from the stream, they will have the option to submit in an unban request. So I've just switched over to a different channel to show you guys the unban requests. So when you click on it, it'll come up with all of the requests here. And when you click on someone's name, it'll come up with all of the details as to why they were banned. So as you can see, this person was banned because they had just been spamming and they would not stop. You can see that the note added to this one was whatever this sentence is supposed to mean. Often people in this comment will justify the reason as to why that they were doing whatever action got them banned, and it will be your job to look at that reason and either deny or unban them. So if I wanted to deny this one, I would press deny. I would add a reason, so I would say I will not unban you as this is not a good enough reason to have been doing this, and then I will press send deny decision, and that will deny their unban request and they will stay banned in the channel. If I wanted to approve it, I would do the same thing. I would press unban. I would say this is a sufficient reason as to why you were doing this, and I would press send unban decision, and it would automatically unban them. And that is pretty much how you use it. I'll also use this time to just show you guys predictions as well. So when you click on it, you can see that this was the last prediction. Predictions are basically polls, except people can bet on the outcome using their channel points. So these people were betting on how late the stream will start, and you can see that the winner was less than 5 minutes, and then there was also an option for 5 minutes above, which lost. So I also did just want to show you guys the predictions on this channel, so you can see that this prediction was titled how late will the stream start, and there were 2 options to bet on, which was less than 5 minutes or 5 minutes and above. most people betted for 5 minutes and above, which was for less than 5 minutes, and that one was the winner. I'll also use this opportunity just to show you guys predictions, so you can see that this prediction was titled "How late will the stream start?" and the two options was less than 5 minutes or 5 minutes and above. Most people betted on the less than 5 minutes, and that one was the winner. So when people bet on these, they often work exactly like polls, except people will bet on them using their channel points. And when the winner is picked, so in this case it was the less than 5 minutes, everyone who bet on this one will receive a small amount of channel points, judging on how many they betted on. And you can see as well who created it, so this one was created by a different mod. And if I wanted to start it, I would press start. I can choose what the previous predictions were, so these were all the past ones. I can name the prediction. These are the two outcomes. I can change how long we give for the submission period, so this is how long people have to bet on them. And then I would press start prediction, and that would run that through to the chat. And that's pretty much it. These are other channels, so you can see I have a couple of other channels live right now, but the most important one you'll probably want to be looking out for is the "You Also Mod For," and this will show any channels that you mod for currently, and that way it's easier to switch between them. And then Edit Modview is a fairly important one as well. This one will allow you to add and remove widgets. It allows you to lock this layout so that you can't move these around like I was doing earlier. You can also switch on dark theme. I keep it on and I'm not going to switch it off because I don't want to hurt my eyes. But this one is if you want to adjust them, move them around. You can add this one in. I do not add this one in. I usually like to just keep it with these ones because it's fairly easy to just look at. But there's quite a lot of things that you are free to add in or take away as you wish. You can move around the order of them, play around with what fits for you, but this is what works for me. It's a lot easier to take in when everything's ordered like this. But yeah. That pretty much covers everything you need to know about Modview. If you have any questions, make sure you drop them in the comments. If you have any specific guides you'd like me to cover, drop that in the comments as well and I'll get around to it as soon as possible. Otherwise, I hope all of you have a lovely day. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to, and I will see you in the next one.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day's like my iPod stuck on replay.